around here somewhere.
Well, there's somebody.
That's me.
I'm on the phone, so I'm not on the computer.
Yeah, I'm on the phone
So
too.
am I. So am I.
Hi, Kevin, I see you.
Hello, how you doing?
Those are nice pink fluffy curtains behind you.
I've had Steeler curtains on back order for weeks.
Sure you have. Probably just waiting for Kyle to come back to his desk. So Deb, did I hear you on the call there?
Yes, I'm here. I don't know what happened to my computer. It popped up that I may be having difficulties trying to stay on, so I just went to the phone.
Hey, Dawn, can you hear me?
I can, Wayne, yep.
I don't see me, though. So
Yeah. I'm here too.
I hear Rick. Very good.
I don't know why
Well,
this
just
How
one.
about me? Can anybody hear me?
Yes,
Was that
Val.
you, Val?
Yeah. How is everybody?
Doing
Who's
wonderful.
that, Val?
Yes, it is. How are you doing?
That's Val. Yeah.
Who's Val? How are you?
Not too bad. I just missed all you guys, so I had to show up tonight.
Thank you. We miss you too.
I'll just have to get out an old picture of you, Val, because I can't see you. I know what you look like, though.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the one where you can see.
I'm not techno enough.
Oh, thank
All right,
God I'm not
so
either.
Let's get started here, and let me make sure that Dan is on the call, because I've heard all the other commissioners. Dan, are you on the call?
I'm here. Yes, I'm
Very
here.
good. We've got Val as our note taker. We've got Kyle as our township manager. We have Kevin on, Wayne, and I think I heard Chuck Means as well, correct?
I'm here, Dawn.
Fantastic. So with that, I'd like to call to order, and this is actually to remind everyone, the first part of this meeting is the continuation of the March 23rd, 2020 meeting. We had postponed it. It was right at the beginning of the COVID social distancing requirements, and we weren't quite up to speed on the technology. So we postponed March 23rd Board of Commissioners meeting, so we're going to continue that tonight. So I'll call the meeting to order, and first order of business is to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't have a flag. I looked for one, and I didn't find one. So if everybody could join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
United States of
the
America,
Republic,
for which it stands,
one nation, under
one
God,
nation,
indivisible,
under God,
Indivisible, with
indivisible,
liberty and justice.
liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. So Val, can I have you do an official roll call, please? And thank you, Kyle, for the flag.
No problem.
Commissioners Dan Steich,
Here.
Debbie Zimrose,
Here.
Rick Rufinek,
Here.
Wayne Tarazi,
Here.
John Williams Zabicki.
Here. Very good. And we did have an executive session before this meeting where we talked about legal issues and personnel matters. First order of business is to approve the minutes from the February 10th Board of Commissioners workshop meeting and the February 24th Board of Commissioners regular meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion, Rick.
A motion by Commissioner Zimrose, and I'll take the second from Commissioner Rufinek. All those in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Very good. So for February, the directors submitted the official reports of their departments and their committees for February. If anybody has a question about February, don't forget, we still have our April regular meeting where we might have March discussion. But is there anyone who wants to point out anything from February's reports?
No.
All right. Well, then, if that's the case, then I would like to have a motion on the floor to approve those February reports that were submitted by our directors. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner
Zimro,
Urbanek,
second.
seconded by Commissioner Zimros. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Kyle, was there any public comment that was submitted for that March 23rd meeting?
Let me just double check. I believe there was one comment that was related to agenda items that didn't specifically call it out. But I do feel it's appropriate to address prior to getting into the new business here. Okay, one moment. Okay, and the only comment comes from Mr. John Lenke III. He is a resident of Summit Ridge, and his comment was, who is the commissioner charged with oversight of the Collier Township Municipal Authority, and may I have his or her contact number or email to use between council meetings? Thank you.
Okay. So in terms of response to that, there is a commissioner who's responsible for the CTMA, right? But we can give him the contact information to the president of the CTMA.
Absolutely.
Did you respond to him already? Okay. All right. Very good. So then in terms of new business, we've got 4 motions on the agenda. There are no bills to be approved because we did do those prior to the postponement. So the first item under new business is the discussion with regard to the motion to dissolve the Collier Township Municipal Authority. So I'll read the motion, and then if we want to have discussion, we can have discussion. If not, then we can take a motion, a first and a second, and then vote, and we'll vote by roll call. So consider action to adopt Ordinance 711, an ordinance of the Township of Collier, amending Chapter 18 of the Township Code of Ordinances to add a new Part 3, Conveyance of Sanitary Sewer System to Township, directing the Collier Township Municipal Authority, pursuant to the Municipality Authorities Act 53 PA-SA 5622, to convey its entire sanitary sewer system collection project to the Township of Collier, and to dissolve after doing so, and directing certain actions to be taken or not taken to assist in the implementation of such conveyance, and authorizing and directing the Township to accept the conveyance of the said sanitary sewer system project and the assumption of all obligations incurred by the Collier Township Municipal Authority with respect to said project. Are there any, I know we've talked about this over a number of months. Is there any feedback? Do any of the members of the Board of Commissioners wish to make a comment?
No.
Okay. Then do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, who was that?
Shirazi.
A motion by Commissioner Chirazi.
Second.
A second by Commissioner Seitz. And Val will do a roll call vote.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Commissioners Dan Steich,
Yes.
Debbie Zimrose,
Yes.
Rick Rufinak,
No.
Wayne Tarazi,
Yes.
Don Williams-Vicky.
No.
Okay,
Okay,
real
the motion
quick
carries.
before we move on, there seems to be some technical difficulties. I'm getting a few comments here that people are saying that they can't hear what we're discussing. So before we go any further, I do want to make sure that we get that fixed because of the brevity of the discussion. So I'm not sure, to be honest with you, how we can fix this problem, but I do want to make sure that there's an option for people to, at the very least, hear what we're talking about. So let me check a couple options here.
I can't help but smile looking at those curtains.
How about the pit flag? Do you smile at that?
I see, and I thought those were stuffed animals above it, but those aren't stuffed animals.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, that's.
Oh, yeah. I live
Talk
with a
about
house
the mixing of.
full
What's
of
that?
girls, so I have a house full of girls, so I'm the minority here.
I hear ya.
Chief, I know you had sent me a text saying that people couldn't hear. Have you heard if anybody can hear yet?
Just getting a text now. I'll let you know.
Kyle, is the hearing on our end or their end?
I'm sorry?
I was asking Kyle if the hearing is on
Oh.
our end or their end.
The hearing?
The ability to hear this session.
We can hear, but it seems like the general public cannot. So panelists, the board members and the directors are able to hear, but the general public is having difficulty.
Same link to get in, right?
Correct.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm getting that they still can't hear and no video.
Okay, I'm going to
Kyle, the message they're getting is that keeps playing a sound that the webinar will begin shortly. Please stay on the line. Two different people are getting the same message.
okay.
Kyle, I had that all. If you can hear me, Kyle, I had that also, but I switched over to the phone.
Yeah, and remember, it's not everybody because I'm getting texts from people that can see and hear us.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Loud and clear. Yep.
They probably have to call in, Kyle. We've had that in a few other meetings.
Well, it makes me feel better that it's not across the board and nobody from the public can hear what we're talking about. So since it does appear that we've got a few folks on that are able to tune in via their computer, I'm going to ask that the rest of the public that is having issues, Chief, do you know if they're trying to get in through a computer or over the phone?
I'm sending that to people now. I'm telling them to try calling in instead of using the app if they are.
Okay, thank you. And I apologize for whatever
Yeah,
the
they
issue.
can just drop and rejoin, but there's also minutes that are memorializing this meeting. But I'm with you.
Okay, so are we going to continue at this point, Kyle, or? need to
I
wait?
would say so. I think I've had people that have been able to participate.
Okay,
We could move.
okay. All right, so then wrapping up that last item, that motion carries. So item number 2 under new business is to consider action on resolution 032320-01, a resolution for the destruction of specific records in the Township Administration Office. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Zimrose, seconded by Commissioner Seitz. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
All those, any opposed? Motion carries. Consider action on resolution 032320-02, a resolution for the destruction of specific records in the police department. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Seitz. Can I have a second?
Second,
Who was that?
Shirazi.
Oh, thank you, Commissioner Shirazi. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Consider action to approve Sergeant Richard Lamb entering into the drop pension program. Kyle, is there any information that you need to share with regard to that one before I ask for a motion?
Not particularly. Sergeant Lamb is eligible to participate in the contractual drop pension program. And so begins his drop, which does unfortunately limit the amount of years he has remaining with the Collier Township Police Department before he officially retires. It's a great milestone. We're proud and happy for him, but it gives him the ability to enter into into the drop, the deferred program. So nothing over the top.
Okay. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Zimrose.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Zimrose, seconded by Commissioner Rufinock, I think I heard. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion to adjourn the March 23rd meeting of the Board of Commissioners?
Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner
Second.
Trozzi, seconded by, who was that?
Seitz.
Commissioner Seitz. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
And those opposed. Meeting adjourned. All right. Now I've got to go to my phone so that we can, we're going to now call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners for Collier Township, April 27th, 2020. I've gotten feedback that we don't have to do the pledge again, but we will do a formal roll call again.
Okay, Commissioner Dan Seitz,
Here.
Debbie Zimrose,
Here.
Rick Rufinack,
Here.
Wayne Tarazi,
Aye, here.
Dawn Williams-Vicky.
Here. All right, very good. And as mentioned earlier, we did have an executive session before tonight's meeting where we spoke of legal and employment matters. So if I could, I guess first up on the list on the agenda is actually some good news. I do want to recognize that last Wednesday was Administrative Assistance Day, and although some of the folks who work in our office serve as administrative professionals, they all do so much more than that. But I at least wanted to recognize from the board's perspective the work that Val, Luann, and Janet do for the township. So happy Administrative Assistance Day. A little bit late, but wanted to recognize the great work that they do. The other thing I
Sorry, I
wanted
didn't
to,
know.
the other thing I wanted to do was recognize the helpers in the community. This has been such an unprecedented time, and our folks were essential workers and had to come to work with all the precautions, of course. And not only do we as the board appreciate everything that the employees of the township are doing, but members of the community also have appreciated the township's employees. And I just wanted to point out some of the great things that have been happening in our neighborhood. Susie Bennett made and provided face masks for all the employees. Amazing. Brick and Mortar provided lunch to all of our employees. Progressive Insurance Jay, is it Papagao? I'm not sure how to say his last name. I apologize, but he ordered lunch from Nobby's Pizza on Vanadium Road for all the employees of the township. 31 Sports Bar and Grill provided lunch for all the employees. Jason Oskamp, prior commissioner, provided cookies. Quantum Spirits provided hand sanitizer. As a lot of you may know, they're down in Carnegie, and they've reconfigured their shop to make hand sanitizer. The Bottle Shop Cafe provided lunch to the police. Pizza Hut provided lunch to the police. I understand the Girl Scout Troop 52357 provided Girl Scout cookies to the police. And I understand that the club at Nevillewood a couple of weeks back provided pizzas to the police. And I think I heard that a secret commissioner might have provided lunch for the police last week as well. So just a shout out to all our great neighbors, all of our great residents for supporting
That was
the really hard work.
a commissioner's meal for the police. We all did that. So we're happy to do it. And so it's a good thing. And thank you, Dawn, for recognizing all those people. That was awesome.
Yeah, a lot of great neighbors. Okay, so now let's get right back into the business. So I need an approval for the March 9th, 2020 Board of Commissioners workshop minutes. Can I have a motion to approve those minutes?
Motion.
A motion from Commissioner Stites, and I'm going to call that a second from Commissioner Upanak. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. All right, moving on to our reports from our officials and our committees. Chuck Means, you're on the call.
Okay, thank you, Dawn. My report was dated April 13th and was sent to Kyle. I have one thing to add that occurred shortly after April 13th, and that was to inform Kyle that under the Act 15 signed by the governor on April 20th, there is authority given to townships to offer real property tax relief. It's for a limited time, so I want to be sure I bring it up tonight. The new law says that a township can do one or both of two things. They can extend the discount deadline for real property tax to as late as August 31, and they can waive any fee or penalty associated with late payment and extend that late payment deadline as far as December 31. I don't know if this board is interested in doing either of those things, but if you were, the law says that you would have to act on this by May 20th.
Okay. Chuck,
So
that's really
that's
relevant
just informational since there's a deadline.
Perfect, thank you. And we'll give that to Jeff and Kyle to take a look at as they've been going through the budget anyway. So guys,
Right.
Jeff, if you'll take a look at that and come back to us with a recommendation. All right, thanks very much. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Means?
I hate to do this. I'm sorry, Don. I hate to interrupt you.
No.
But I'm continuing to get updates that a lot of folks can't hear what's going on. And I do want to make sure that we're being as transparent as possible. So if you don't mind, I want to try to end the webinar and restart it. Are we okay if we try to do that?
Yes, That's fine. I just got a text right now too.
Okay, so I'm going to end the webinar. And I'm going to ask that everybody try to come back into it. I apologize for the inconvenience, but again, I do want to make sure that we're being as transparent as we can.
You can send a new invite or the same one?
It should be the same invite.
Okay.
Okay, try that.